Alright, so freaking if you clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure you just watched game one. So at the very beginning, the Heat had it there with that dynamic duo on the pick and roll of between Dragic and Bam, right? And Dwight kept on coming up, and he was the starter. That's another change in the lineup. He was the starter, and he kept on committing and coming up on the screen because he had no other choice. And Jimmy Butler, he had a great first quarter. So did AD. Yeah, that was the first quarter. First quarter was all Heat, but then that second quarter comes around, and they make adjustments, and Lakers go on like a crazy. It's like 75 to 20 something run. That's also when that Goran Dragic injury occurred right there, and that was a big one because now nobody knows whether him or Bam is gonna be ready for the next game because they were both injured. But they did say that Bam's injury report came back negative. Pull up the stat sheet here. I meant to have this up already. So yeah, Miami, the Lakers did win the quarter 28-31, but see, in the second quarter adjustments were made. Plus, like I said, I think it was early in the second quarter that happened to Dragic, and then LA outscores Miami 34 to 20. Then AD keeps it going. But a big thing that just slipped my mind, I don't know why it's a big part of why this game went down the way it did, is KCP was hitting big shots in that first quarter to keep the Lakers in, as AD said himself. Which, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know how that's going to affect it further in the series. If those two injuries affect Miami, I think it's pretty much done. But if they can get both of those guys to come back somewhat healthier, at least 85%, then I still think we got a series on our hands because that's only game one. I mean, it's only one game, 7-game series. There's a lot left to play for. But trying to think here. Yeah, AD said to himself how big them shots were, and the Lakers came out sloppy at the beginning, and the Heat did the opposite. They were coming out energetic as crap, man. But then the second quarter, that's a different story. In the third quarter, the Lakers outscored Miami again, 28 to 19. But then in the fourth quarter, they kind of took their foot off the gas, and Miami cut that 32-point deficit to about, I would say, what was that? About 32-point deficit to about 12, maybe. So they kind of look sloppy there. But yeah, man, it's a crazy game. Maybe Miami could try some high pick and rolls with Jimmy Butler next game. Tell him to keep shooting those threes. That worked great for him. Like I said, man, as long as you're Miami and you think about it, I mean, you'd rather role players beat you than LeBron because, I mean, everybody knows how the Lakers are prone to have one of those bad nights, as such as Miami, which they were the better shooting team top to bottom coming into the series, and they had a poor shooting night tonight. So, I mean, who knows, man? It's just one game. Got to make adjustments. But the scary thing is how quick the Lakers got out to such a big lead and how fast. Well, yeah, that's what I said. How quick. Now I'm repeating myself. But yeah, man, it's just crazy to see that and think about it. Cause man, it was like I think it was. Let me look at that. I just had the screenshot there. It was like a 75 to 29 run by the Lakers. 75 to 29. I mean, man, that's like 2K type stuff, like in the background. But yeah, man, that's some crazy stuff, man. That's my reactions to game one, even though it just got over. I might have to make a second part of this more level-headed in the future. But yeah, man, it's a crazy game one, but I don't think this series is nowhere near close to over, considering how deep this Miami team is. Plus Kendrick Nunn found a heck of a rhythm, scoring like 15 to 17 when he came off the bench, being that he was the starter all season. But yeah, man, feel for the Heat. Those injuries ain't nothing to mess around with. I hate that about sports, but it's just part of the game. But yeah, man, those are my thoughts, and that's about it for me. Peace out.